few times in all of Scripture, and every time it signals judgment. Isaiah 34 uses it to describe a land destroyed by wrath. Jeremiah 4 uses it for a city reduced to ashes. Tohu vabohu doesn't describe the start of creation. It describes the aftermath of desolation. So the real question isn't what did God create in Genesis 1:1, it's what happened. That left the earth in ruins. This is where the gap theory begins. A growing number of biblical scholars, including early church fathers, Jewish mystics, and modern theologians, have suggested that between Genesis 1:1 and 1:2, there was a gap, not just in grammar, but in cosmic history, a time before Adam, a world that existed and was judged. God doesn't create chaos, he judges into it, because Scripture says God is not the author of confusion, 1 Corinthians 14:33. And yet in verse 2, we find confusion, darkness, and void. This raises an uncomfortable possibility. Genesis doesn't start with creation, it starts with divine aftermath, a buried rebellion, a lost war. One ancient Jewish tradition found in early Midrashic texts claims that God created multiple worlds before this one and destroyed them. Why? Because they were corrupted, inhabited by rebellious spiritual beings. He created worlds and destroyed them, until he created this one and declared it good. Bereshit Rabbah 3:7. Could it be that the chaos of Genesis 1:2 is not a blank canvas, but the ruins of a previous creation? And if so, what caused that destruction? Some early church fathers like Origen and Augustine speculated that it might be the fall of Lucifer, the original rebellion in heaven, a cosmic war that spilled into the visible world, leaving behind devastation and a darkened earth. The book of Ezekiel speaks of a glorious being. You were in Eden, the garden of God, blameless until wickedness was found in you. Ezekiel 28:13-15. But how was he in Eden before Adam? Something doesn't add up. Unless Eden, the first Eden, existed before Adam. Unless the fall